Every day we think we're here because of fate, but we're not. The minor choices we make every single day put us here. No matter how small or big, can have a different effect on life. This proves it. A man sits there and eats his dinner. As he stands up to go to the bathroom, he ends up dying. The killer of the man? The chef. The reason for the killing was because 13 years ago the man was tipped low. The killer was shocked to go back home to find himself getting evicted. He ended up packing his things and left. Cousin, who was facing health problems, if anything could not go worse, a month later, his cousin passed away.
He died, man. He died, man. Mama, he died. He died. He died next to me, man. Died, man. He died. Why? Why, man? Sure, he was dumb, but like, why? Why? I loved him. I loved him, man. I loved him. Why? Why? I loved him, man. Oh, he died. He died before the medication because this douchebag. He didn't even tip me. He tipped me.
So yeah, my funeral's gonna be held on Monday. I couldn't afford the guy to initiate it, so I'm initiating it myself. Also, couldn't afford the guy to bury him, so I'm burying him myself. Also, I couldn't afford the coffin, so he's gonna be buried in the body bag.
The following month, his dog passed away.
My dog died, man. Mama, my dog. Jimbo, he died. He died. Stupid. Couldn't afford the damn medication or food. Only if the guy tipped me. Why does bad stuff happen? Why?
To think that a person would die because he tipped someone else low. This proves it. Stuff could have gone differently. If the guy tipped him higher, maybe even a little higher, stuff could have gone differently. Could have lived to see another day. Instead, he died due to a small choice. Now don't believe me yet. That's not fate, but choice. Here's proof. Richard Banks, a child model turned adult model, a drunk bastard also. He made one choice. That one choice changed everything. John Doe is the name given to an unidentified corpse. This man took on the name because he didn't have anything. He was affected by the choice made by Richard Banks. Yeah, Richard, he shot Joe. The man always carries a pistol on him because he doesn't feel safe. Kinda stupid when you're drunk, holding a pistol. Joe, well, he died. Richard was later arrested that day, having to go to court and do a trial for the murder of Joe. He ended up serving 5 years in jail, but then it was limited to 2. And then he was released a month after he was convicted. Why? Because he was too handsome. After the events of Richard being released, something happened. Only videos can explain this. For the most stupidest reason, America fell as a country. The regular looking people and the models started fighting, which led to a war. But what if things could have gone differently? Richard Benson ended up shooting himself. Not because he was suicidal, he was just really drunk. A crime scene sketch was made. John Doe was found 2 blocks away from the scene of the crime. He was later put in the mental hospital for going crazy. John Doe was later found dead in his cell. After he committed suicide, the government made a new law for better care for the homeless people, which backfired immediately. After that law was put into motion, a lot of homeless people were getting arrested for doing illegal drugs. No. What could have gone different if the choice wasn't made? On that moment, on that day, John Doe has a realization that he needs to start working. So he builds a whole new company. First, he starts working at McDonald's. And then he builds up his money just for him to start a whole new company. New name incorporated, billboards, commercials, everything he wished for out there. With Richard Benson seeing an opportunity, he ends up going to John Doe for a new partnership. With them having stakes in NASA, they end up funding the Mars exhibition trip. After 500 years, after the Earth went thanks to these 2 idiots, now we live on Mars. But that was one perspective. How about another perspective? This guy right here, his name is Twister. He's your typical drug dealer. He's not smart, but he's not stupid. He dropped out of school when he was 15. And this guy right here, his name is Mike. He's your typical high schooler with a massive ass addiction. Sugar. Well, not really sugar. Drugs. Now let's see where this perspective would take us.
Yo, what's up, man?
Hey, you got the shit?
Yeah, I got sugar. No, it's a nickname. It's cocaine. Okay.
Alright.
Just give me the money. Hey, hope you fucking enjoy smoking that shit, bro. Fucking enjoy that.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Well, damn. This whole thing is just about idiots. I mean, why deal drugs outside a store? In your case, the cops pull up and now you're screwed. What do? One man's idea is, yeah, whatever. I'll just make it out of here. I'm fine. And the other guy, my parents are gonna find out. My parents are gonna find out. My parents are gonna find out.
Fuck this shit, bro.
Oh!
Takes some time to process things, but Twister's main idea, or his great plan of idea, is to shoot the cop who's right pointing a gun at him. Wow. Really smart. Smart. That was the most idiotic movie you could see in anything. After the death of Twister, Mike gets arrested, but later gets released on bail. He ends up going to a rehab center where he quits cocaine, but later moves to needle drugs. 2 months later, he dies on the spot from doing needle drugs. After the death of Mike, the government tries to commit a law of needle drugs and the banning of drugs, but it just fails. So they just quit and let the people do drugs, as there's no saving to it. Drugs will never be stopped. But what if the circumstances were different? What if something gone different? Majority of the stuff from the last thing happens, so how about we skip a little forward? There it is. Okay, let's start. Mike ended up dying from a Taco Bell truck crashing into him. His parents were pissed, sad, so they ended up taking Taco Bell into court. They sued them for most of their money, and Taco Bell ended up paying back, but that came at a cost. Taco Bell ended up closing in the state of New Jersey. Really depressing. After Taco Bell ended up closing in the state of New Jersey, people were arguably pissed. Now, how about a different choice? He got arrested. Mike got bailed out, of course, early. Twister served 3 years in jail, but ended up getting out. You think he would, I don't know, maybe do something different? Except, no, he went back to doing drugs. The next month, he ended up getting shot. Mike went clean for about another month. He started doing cocaine and then went to rehab again. That trend continued for like 6 months until he just quit. After he quit, he started doing better in school, doing stuff with his life. And then he got a job. Life after that was just perfect. Now, the one thing to say is this, is that no matter how minor the choice you make or how big the choice you make is, it will lead up to something big eventually. In your case, how about we wrap this up?